Greetings, fair earthlings. Make sure there's no lipstick on my teeth. I am Smelly B, and I'd like to welcome you either to or back to my channel, where the topic of conversation is all fragrance, all the time. All the time isn't that regular these days, but you know, I told y'all I would do it when I felt like it, and today I felt like it. Disclaimer up front, as usual, not an expert, not claiming to be, not training to be. I am a mere consumer. I'm not trying to put the sort of take on this sort of bougie affectation to my voice, or you know, fragrance is gorgeous and it's got notes of this and that and the other. You know, trying to posture myself some, you know, like I do not study fragrance. I buy it, I wear it, I like what I like. That's it. That's all. I'm not trying to become an influencer. None of that. You know, we kinfolk. That's where I'm coming from with it. All right. It's spring now, yay! And I see everybody's beginning to do their steer their reviews toward, you know, pretty, floral, fruity, you know, pretty girl fragrances, and that's not where I am with it. It never is. I figured I would take it from a different angle and show some fragrances that I find are light wearing and lovely and appropriate for this time of year. I was going to say fresh, but that's not true for all of them. That are appropriate for this time of year, that wear well in the heat, but are not your typical fruity floral fragrances. These are, I say, more unisex, if not even more masculine leaning, that are masculine fragrances that women may be able to get away with. That's where I be at. And they are some, you know, do have some floral aspects to them, do have some freshness to them and stuff like that, but there's no like vanilla to forgive the more bitter, the more indolic notes of these fragrances, where in more female fragrances that are marketed to females tend to have a little sweetness to them, at the very least, a little cream, a little something to round out the edges of a fragrance, and that's not happening in any of these. These are straight ahead, whatever they are, be they herbal, be they indolic florals, be they you know, leathery, and you know, like a crisp, tart, dry citrus. They just are what they are, and there's no apology about them, and that's how I like to rock my fragrance. So I'm gonna talk about a few of them. None of these are blind buy safe. Let me say that up front. Not at all. Not at all. Don't go blind buying these and then come back and be mad. Ew. Look, I done told you. And I'm going to present these in no particular order, not in terms of quality or how much I like them or don't. I just pulled them up on Fragrantica. One of them I missed. Let me pull it up real quick. There you are. Where's my skin peeler? Let me not get distracted. I'm back. So I'll start with Moschino Toy Boy. It's a rose fragrance. It's dry. There is zero sweetness to this. It's been sitting on my display so long it's dusty. Let me dust this bad boy off. Moschino Toy Boy. This came out in 2019. Top notes are pink pepper, pear, Indonesian nutmeg, elemi, and bergamot. The mid notes are rose, clove, magnolia, and flax. The base notes are cashmere, Haitian vetiver, silkalide, sandalwood, and amber. This fragrance is like if Delina had a brother. This is Delina's brother. To me, they're really similar. The rose comes across really similarly. It's got a similar, something about it comes across like it's got a little punch, a little spice to it. It's very crisp. Yeah, it's like a dry Delina to my nose. It is very similar to Delina. If you were to remove all of the sweet and all of the warmth from Delina, like take out a lot of yeah, that's how I say the juice, the sweet, the warmth, and just leave all of the sort of really, really clear, crisp, contrasty elements, if that makes any sense. This is what you get into my nose. I like Toy Boy. It's great for layering if you do want to warm it up or sweeten it up or take it in any other direction. This is a great base for layering or just wearing it by itself or letting it ride the wind. That's what I like it for. I like this in the breeze. I like this. You may not. I'm telling you, it's not a crowd pleaser by any means, but it's one that I enjoy this time of year, wears wonderfully in the heat. Moving right along, again, not according to quality or how much I like them, just where the tabs are. This is a cheapie Cremo Distiller's blend. As you can see, I've got quite a dent in this because I like it. It comes across super citrusy in the top, very, very citrusy. But also, so it's got like that barbershop-y, aromatic, fresh thing going on. I like this. I like this one. This is it's just great. I think it's easily wearable by a woman. Obviously, I wear it all the time, but not every woman will like this. But I do think a lot of guys will appreciate this fragrance. So, fellas, if you happen to come across my channel, I don't know if I have many male viewers, but this is a good one, and it's a cheaper. You can actually get this off Amazon, if not in Target, or I don't know if I've seen this one in Target before, but if you can't find it at Target or one of your distributors like that, Amazon should have it for pretty cheap, along with that spice and black vanilla, which is a favorite of mine as well. Distiller's blend. Let's look at what the notes proper are. Yeah, this was launched in 2020. It only lists Vetiver, oak, and bourbon whiskey, but this comes across super citrusy in the top to me. Something about it has a real like an orangey thing going on in the top. I like this. I didn't realize I liked it so much till I'm sitting here sniffing and I keep saying and it's involuntary, so I know I mean it. Excuse me. Distiller's blend by Cremo. Also, this one is leans a little more feminine, a little more to the realm of mass consumption, something more people can appreciate. These others are not so much that. Esprit de Oscar by Oscar de la Renta, launched in 2011. Top notes are malty lemon, citron, and bergamot. The mid notes are iris. I'm an iris girl. I love iris, violet, orris. African orange flower, jasmine, and tuberose. The base notes are heliotrope, tonka bean, musk, ambergris, and vetiver. This is just nice to me. You know what it smells like? To me, black girls, blue magic hair grease. That's what this smells like to me in liquid form, like an elevated blue magic hair grease, and I like it for that reason. It smells like Easter Sunday to me. When you got your hair all getting greased and put tight curls, hit the little burn scab on the top of your ear. This is nostalgic for me for that reason. It really, really smells like blue magic hair grease. And if y'all smelled this, do you agree? So in the comments, let me know. Does it smell like blue magic to you? But I like it. It wears really well. Really nostalgic for me. Nice and powdery, citrusy, all these wonderful things. Very feminine. It's oily, though. It's got an oily sort of thing going on to it. It's not as light as some of these others I'm showing, but I like it a lot. Esprit de Oscar, that is. And forgive me if I'm speeding through this. One, I have other obligations, so I gotta get out of here. Two, one of y'all got on me for having long videos, so I'm trying to, keep it moving. This one I've mentioned before, Anucci. Anucci. This is a vintage fragrance, launched in the 90s. I don't know what year exactly. The notes listed on Fragrantica are Peru balsam, iris, and jasmine, although I know there's more going on here than that. And it's lovely. I don't know how to describe this to you, to be honest. It's just good. This one, I don't know that it's blind buy safe in that it's mass appealing, but it's blind buy safe in that if you get it and you don't like it, it only costs you a couple of dollars, piece of bubble gum. So you won't feel at a loss if you happen to buy it to get your nose on it. This isn't one you're going to be able to go smell in stores anywhere because, again, it launched in the 90s. I don't know where to tell you to find it, but I like Anucci. And I like, because I'm childish, the way the bottle go. Every time I take the top off. I just like this. I put my baby Zerdy onto this some years ago too, and he's been wearing it ever since. He likes this one a lot. So Anucci by Anucci. What's next? Oh, Black Platinum by Banana Republic. This one smells a lot like the DNA of those Narciso Rodriguez fragrances. That musk, that sort of really, really shrill musk. That's what this gives me. And I don't know if it's an intentional dupe, but I grabbed it in passing because I like the blend of Banana Republic Leather Reserve. I like the tobacco and tonka bean, the dark cherry and the amber. There's a lot of them of theirs that I like, so I blind bought this one in passing at like Macy, at like a Burlington, something like that. I can't remember where it was, but I like this. Launched in 2017. Top notes are pink pepper, cactus, and lemon. Mid notes are orange blossom, moss, and jasmine. Base notes are leather, amber, and patchouli. And I like it. Let me look at the smells like and see if anyone agrees or if anyone else's nose gets. Yeah, okay. So the very first thing that it reminds me of on Fragranta is this Narciso Rodriguez for her. So I'm not the only one who feels that way. Yeah, so I guess you could say maybe it is a dupe. It's lovely and cheap. So if you want a nice, affordable dupe for that Narciso Rodriguez for her, this is a great option. I like it. Okay, so this is probably the most challenging one in this bunch. I mentioned it in a video before, long ago, by Etat Libre d'Orange, Jasmin et Cigarette. This is probably one of the most challenging fragrances in my entire collection because it smells like the bottom of a smoker's purse. You know how people who smoke like to carry gum too in their bag, but it's gum that's been in there for a while, so it's like gotten a little sort of that soggy gum, and it sort of smells up your bag and everything around it, but also cigarette. That's what this smells like. It smells like an extremely indolic jasmine, like funky jasmine and cigarette, but also like with a dash of something in this comes across minty to my nose. And it's got again sort of that oily texture to it. Like it's well blended. It's musky, but it's like nasty and breathy at the same time. It's nasty and breathy at the same time. I don't know how to describe this to you. If you're feeling adventurous, it's something to get your nose on. It's challenging to wear. I can get away with it because, you know, it's just how I roll. And the dried in is really nice on this. The jasmine, the endos in the jasmine do let up. It does become a lot creamier and woodier and just settles down to something lovely. It doesn't lose that tobacco-y, cigarette-y aspect either. It doesn't smell like the tobacco you get in a lot of your winter fragrances that's, you know, got a warmness to it. And this is more like already burnt tobacco, like a long white cigarette. Stinky cigarette ash. The notes listing is jasmine, tobacco, hay, apricot, musk, cumin, cedar, tonka bean, and amber. Who is the nose behind this? Whose brain came up with this? Another Antoine Maisondel. I'm unfamiliar with that nose, but this is incredibly well blended for what it is. It is a really, really ambitious fragrance, and I appreciate that. I like fragrances that go out on a ledge and try something that isn't typical. I'm so tired of talking about the same goddamn floral, fruity floral, gorgeous, pretty fragrances. I'm tired of it. So I appreciate you, Antoine Maisondel, wherever you are, for the try. This is incredibly challenging to wear, and I like it for that reason. Let me spray some of my. I'll wear this out today so people can look at me funny. So that was Jasmin et Cigarette. Next up is Jason Wu by Jason Wu. This is an EDT, I think. Launched in 2017. Top notes are pink pepper is a theme here. Pink pepper and fig are the top notes. The mids are peony, lily of the valley, and jasmine sambac. Base note is musk. This one's nice. This one leans a little more toward the crowd pleasing realm more than some of these others. It is a lot more feminine. And it reminds me a lot of, come on brain, Gucci Envy Me. It's either Gucci Envy Me or Gucci Envy Me Too that I used to wear back in the day. In fact, let me look up Gucci Envy Me and see if the notes are comparable at all. Forgive me, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Gucci Envy Me. I think it was the 2. Let's see. Let's see what's in here. Violet Orange Neroli Heliotrope. So this is Envy Me 2. Let me look at Envy Me. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got somewhere to be. I'm gonna skip ahead if I'm taking too long for your personal taste. Good, but I'm curious about this because these smell a lot alike according to my memory. Envy Me had pink pepper, peony. Okay, so it was the Envy Me that this is reminding me of. Gucci Envy Me has a lot more in it. I might have to look that up and see if it's still for sale anywhere because I remember liking it. Gucci Envy Me had peony, pink pepper, pineapple, jasmine, mango, cassia, and peach in the top. The mids were peony, lychee, rose, pomegranate, musk, white tea, and jasmine. And the base was musk, tobacco, teakwood, sandalwood, and tonka bean. And I used to like that. That thing was a banger. I'm gonna have to look that up and buy it again. They do share a lot of similar notes, but this one's nice. It's really light, wears really well. Easy grab. I think this is a good one for work because it wears pretty close to you. It's just pleasant. It smells really crisp and clean. And I like it. What next? Prada Infusion de Vetiver. The Infusion de Iris is one of my favorite things as well as just the normal Prada. And Prada just has a lot in there from their house that I appreciate. But this Infusion de Vetiver sits right in the middle of masculine and feminine. Well, no, I'll say it's a little more masculine leaning. Aromatic. Launched in 2015. Notes are Haitian vetiver, Sicilian bergamot, ginger. It does come across really citrusy to me. Excuse me. Ginger, Tunisian neroli, Turkish rose, lime, cardamom, Italian tangerine, and tarragon. It's just good, okay? This is just really nice. Now I'm not gonna be able to really smell it if I. Yeah, this one's good. The ginger and probably that cardamom is what's giving it. It's giving it a little spice. It's vetiver for sure, but it's also orangey and got a nice warm spice around it. It's lovely. This is so good. Prada Infusion de Vetiver. Get your notes on this if you don't mind a sort of masculine leaning freshie. If you're a guy, just try it. This is a nice t-shirt and jeans, button up in jeans, daily grab fragrance for this time of year. I think it's wonderful. It's gonna wear really, really nicely as the weather heats up. Get your nose on it. Now this one is feminine. And this one probably leans a little more into the sweeter side of things, a little more crowd pleasing, or at least has more potential to be crowd pleasing. Mancera Lovely Garden, launched in 2021. This one I've been grabbing because I do like this. Top note, pink pepper again. Top notes are pink pepper, cinnamon, and blood mandarin. Mid notes are Turkish rose, orange blossom, tuberose, and Indonesian patchouli leaf. Base notes are toffee, incense, powdery notes, musk and ambergris. And I think that base is what makes it wearable for somebody like me that doesn't typically like girly florals. This one it's got a strong base, like it's anchored with this lovely toffee and incense. It's got powder going on, and you do get the cinnamon in here really strong. This is really nice, and it in the wind. Oh baby, in the wind. This is good. It's not one of those fragrances that you get the full effect sniffing it up close. You gotta let it break up. Like you gotta smell it when it's nice and well dispersed, if you will. You don't want to smell it in a concentrated spot like on your skin. Lovely God. Oh, this is so good. I love this. And frankly, I feel like you can wear this year round because it does have those warmer, sweeter, more spicy notes. You can wear it in the fall and winter, and it carries over quite nicely. It is heavy. You only need a little bit of this to get you through a day. It does not go away. It does not go away. It does not go away. So be decided if you're gonna put this on in the morning. This ain't one of those things where you can wear this in the morning, let your fragrance wear off, and then put on something else for the even know. If you got this on, you got this on. This what you wear. All right. I love it though. Lovely Garden by Mancera. Get your nose on that one. I do like this one a lot. Did I get them all? Did I miss any? I talked about you. Oh, I also pulled out this Roberto Cavalli. I have a backup bottle of this too. This is a really nice cheaper to me. I didn't pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. Many of you may already be familiar because this one was made its rounds, I feel, a while ago. Launched in 2012. Really, Bianca? Top note is pink pepper. So pink pepper is this thing, okay, over here, obviously. I didn't realize that till just now, but pink pepper, the mid note is African orange flower. Base notes are vanilla, benzoin, and tonka bean, and this one is just plain old good. This one I do feel is a little more crowd pleasing, a little more wearable by everyone. It's lovely, and this one is a compliment getter for me. I layer this often with Bond number 9 Chinatown, and it gets me a lot of attention, a lot. And it's about to be time to break out my backup bottle because I use this. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me know if any of you have this and like it as well, or any of the others. What y'all rocking? What's it for you? Are y'all more the floral fruity girls this time of year, or what are y'all into? Is there anything based on what you've seen me present? You know I'm into anything I ought to be looking at. Anything new coming out y'all checking for? What's going on? I'm checking for I saw something about to come out that I might perked my interest the other day. Gosh, what was it? Was it Achilles? I can't remember. Maybe I'll list some of the things I'm checking for in the description box. But as usual, it's lovely being in front of you. I hope y'all are well. I hope that the sun coming back out, and it is where I am. I don't know where all of you are, but I hope that your moods are improving, that you're feeling lighter and getting your energy and vitality back, and that you smell nice and you're enjoying your own scent bubble. And I hope that you'll come back next time. Till next time, deuces.